The covetous, having no expected inheritance. They're self-centered. Everything for me, for me. Comfort for me. Convenience for me. Property for me. My way, my will, what I want. And they never think of putting others first. They covet everything. They covet the position that God has given to others. They covet the property that God has given to others. They covet the power that God has given to others. They covet earthly things. They do not have any consciousness of pursuing things on high. Of course, they think they're still born again, but no, they are not. They think they're still standing in the truth. They are not. The fellow that said, it will be my way. If it doesn't go my way, will scatter the church. That's not a born-again person. That's an enemy of God, enemy of Christ. Is an enemy of his own soul. The covetous, having no expected inheritance. Ephesians chapter 5, we're reading from verse 5. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 5, for this ye know, that no whoremonger, no unclean person, no covetous man, who is an idolater. He worships what he covets. It might be an intangible thing, that's what he worships. It might be a tangible, visible, touchable thing. That's what he covers. That's his idol. It might be a physical thing. That's what he covers. That's what he idolizes. It might be an emotional thing. It might be a fleshly thing, a fleshly feeling. That's what he concentrates on. That's what he makes an idol of. Now, covetous man, covetous woman, who is an idolater, he says, does not have any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Look at verse 6. In verse 6, let no man deceive you, and don't deceive yourself with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Look at verse 7. In verse 7, be not ye therefore partakers with them. Don't be in agreement with those people who idolize mundane things, physical things, who idolize emotional things, and they idolize fleshly things. And the words they hear will go in one ear and pass out the other ear. Their hearts are not converted. Their lives are not converted. Their character, conduct, not converted, because they still follow after their covetousness, after the things they covet. We're told in Hebrews chapter 12, reading here from verse 15. Hebrews chapter 12 verse 15, looking diligently lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. In verse 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright because of the temporal need, and because of eyeing and coveting the pottage of Jacob. He forgot all about his birthright. And it says we need to look diligently. We need to be very careful, diligently. lest any of us will become profane like Esau. Look at verse 17. In verse 17, for ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing to be inherited, when he should have had that, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.